All right, Shalawam, Shalawam. This is Brother Yahawah back again with another lesson, giving all praises to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi by Hashem Barak with Dash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the whole elect brethren, teaching and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. All right, so just wanted this to be a basic lesson on where do you hear wisdom? Okay, where can you hear and get this this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? Okay, where does it show forth? Okay, for lack of better words. All right, and where do you go to teach it also? Okay, so this is going to be Proverbs, okay, chapter 20, chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, "Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets." Right? So that this is one of the reasons why we go out on the streets, because this is where you can find the wisdom being taught and preached out on the streets. Okay, so you find wisdom out in the streets. It says, "She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words." All right, so wisdom uttereth her words in the city. And who gives the wisdom in the city? All right, the prophets. Okay, the prophets, when you search throughout the scriptures, the prophets are known for going out amongst the people in the public to preach unto them. Okay, to tell them the things that were going to come to pass. All right, I'll read verse 21 again. "She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." Right. And when you're up at the camp, you have scorners and scoffers. They come right out in public. Right. Now ask yourself this: if you were in a church building, a so-called church building, right, one of those harlot houses, would you have scoffers inside of that building? No, the answer would be no, because they all agreed to it, which is why they're all in that collective of building, right? But the real place where you get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures is out on the highways and the byways, right, where the Lord sends his men to teach. Okay, and making that statement, let me go to letting you know that the Lord sends men to teach on the highways and the byways, right, out in the public. When you look up the definition of a preacher, is someone who goes to speak publicly. All right, let me see. This is going to be Romans chapter 10 verse. Here, I'm going to start at verse 13. It said, Romans chapter 10 and verse 13. "For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved." All right, letting you know the importance of the name of the Lord. You need to know the names Yahawah, Yahawashi, which are the true, holy, and powerful names of the Heavenly Father and His Son. You need to know those names in order to gain salvation. Those are key. But on top of that, you also have to be of the elect. It says, verse 14, How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? Right? So how are they going to call upon, how are they going to call upon the Most High if they haven't believed before or even heard of him, right? And how shall they hear without a preacher, right? How shall they hear without a preacher? Okay? It says, verse 15, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things, right? So the point there is, how shall they preach except they be sent, right? So the Lord sends men to teach out on the highways and the byways, just as we read in Proverbs, the first chapter. Wisdom speaks. She crieth without, right? She speaks aloud in the streets, okay? Right? And the Lord does send people to teach you, right? And we're going to go there. Go to Jeremiah chapter 3, right? Let me see. Here's Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding, right? So that the prophets are set up to teach you knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the